darling, the sparkly curtains have drawn back to reveal none other than you, the great one. This episode is called The Season of That Girl. Why? Because that's who we're talking about. No, it is not an autobiography of Alex and Shireen, although it should be, because that would be highly enjoyable. The secrets we could tell. But no. First up, we have the new series created by Ali Wong on Netflix called Gentry Chow versus the Underworld. And this is our squabble up. This is our primer. This is to get you ready.
Yes.
What I thought would be fun for us to do is to talk about Gentry Chow and then to give them some materials to get them ready. Homework, no. Research, no. More like TikTok on the radio. Yes, that's what we're calling it. TikTok on the radio. So I thought we could just pick some various properties that would get them ready. But before we do that, because you have your review of Gentry Chow coming soon, can you please set it up for our lovely rioters? And the I mean, we don't discriminate if you're not lovely.
Yes, all of you are welcome to listen. So Gentry Chow is our main character. She's a Chinese American teen. When we first meet her, she'll be in Seoul, but she's originally from Texas. She moved to Seoul after an incident.
Fiery
Incident at her hometown. And, well, she's doing well. That is until she gets chased down by a shape-shifting vampire. Because this is not an ordinary show, and Gentry Chow is not an ordinary human girl. She has some fiery supernatural powers, which you'll learn all about. And those powers means she's being chased by the Underworld. Spoiler alert, it's in the title.
Yeah.
So she's supposed to move back to Texas and go to high school there, make some new friends, and maybe fight a demon or two.
As we do on the regular. I mean, yeah, she's acting like that's special. It's not, girl. It's not special. Yeah, that's the perfect teaser, I feel. So we're going to give you some things that maybe based on some of the themes of Gentry Chow. Like when I first thought about it and I was thinking about doing this show, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much like American Dragon Jake Long. Why? Because it deals with Chinese culture. Jake Long deals more with mythology and Gentry Chow deals more with the occult, but it's still all in there. Monsters and cryptids and all kinds of spiritual entities. And they both have powers that are somehow based in their family line. You know, you and I know some secrets about Gentry that we're not telling, but yes. So one thing you can go back and do is watch American Dragon Jake Long. And I think Jake Long was voiced by none other than Dante Bosco. Of course, I could be wrong, but you know, being wrong is how you guys get drunk on this show. So Alex, what you got?
I mean, if we're talking like family lines where, you know, you might find out a secret or two about the family business. We got things like the brother's son. I would say the really good primer for it. Not those
say that have special powers. I don't know.
You know, they're kind of magical. Let's be real.
Nobody fights like that without some superpowers.
Yeah. The fight scenes. I think that is going to prime you up for some pretty cool action adventure.
I agree. Yeah, you know, I was also thinking about things like the comic book Bitter Root, you know, talking about family lines, talking about magic rooted in culture. Bitter Root, that comic does it, and I think it's going to get an adaptation. So you guys should look for that. Another one, well, I just did another one, so of course you go.
I mean, in terms of like art style, this is very like Netflix has a very specific type of art style that you don't really see anywhere else. And so again, if you look at their animated roster, I think there's a lot in there that you could kind of prime yourself with. Like things like Nimona, for example, that was something that really grabbed me the way that this did. In terms of animation, action sequences, yeah.
I'm listening.
No, that was it. I think definitely check out Nimona because it's also got, you know, a bit of like mythology and stuff in there as well.
Yeah, and it seems to be a mixture of kind of like Nordic It's like Nordic and European old world brought into a futuristic world. And that's really a nice kind of juxtaposition of elements. So for my next one, well, okay, I can't not do this one because I want to have enough time. Dandadan. I love Dandadan. Okay, you feeling that? You're feeling that, right? Okay, first of all, whether you're reading the manga, which you should definitely read, and Alex, by the way, so apparently the manga for Dandadan went on a hiatus until December, so November to like mid-December or after Christmas, and the fans lost it. The fans lost it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's written by drawn by Yokinobu Tatsu, and is wild to me because it's like, let that man rest. Do y'all understand what it takes to be a mangaka? Like, it is not easy work. They're putting out issues every week. It's just a little while, but I think the reason people lost it is because Dandadan has become their filler. Not filler, it's never a filler, it's amazing, but it's kind of become their saving grace now that One Piece is on a 6-month hiatus. And so when the Mo went on hiatus, yeah, people couldn't take it. People couldn't take it. But Dandadan, as you guys know, and you can go to our site to find out more, we've been talking about this extensively, but it is a series about a Japanese boy named Okarun, who some people think might be Filipino, and some people just really want to be black, which here's the tie-in there. The voice of our sweet Michael on Gentry Chow is the same voice as Okarun in English. AJ Beckles, yes. And so that even fuels the theory even more. And then you've got the main character, and babes, she is the main character, none other than Momo Ayase. Anyway, Momo comes from a spiritual family dealing with yokai and things like that, while Okarun is obsessed with aliens. Okay. And so the two of them meet each other. They laugh at each other's obsessions because each one thinks the other one is an idiot for believing in those things. And then they find out what they're both right. Yes. So that's Dandadan. You can see the tie-ins with Gentry Chow as far as the cultural allusions to magic and myth, and even the way aliens are presented with ties into Ultron. So definitely Dandadan, read it, watch it, whatever you need to do.
Nice. That's a really good pick.
Thank you.
For mine, I'm gonna go with Shangri-La Frontier, which is an anime that you can watch on Crunchyroll, or read my piece about it on the site rioters.com. It If you're looking for like kind of a little bit of motley crew of misfits, including non-human characters that are completely beloved and will absolutely steal the show, I think that is a very good primer for what you're about to witness in Gentry Chow.
Agreed. And it's got that video game level to it. It's like almost like Portal Fantasy, but video game Portal Fantasy. There's a name for that because Japan has a name for everything. I just don't know what it is. By the way, Alex, there is a name for soothing anime. And I forgot it. Yes, but I mean, this name, you and I have to get the hoodie because whatever it's called, that's what you and I rock all the time. But yeah, that kind of vibe of course they have superpowers inside these worlds. The main character is unprepared for the world that he enters because he's so into trash video games, and now he's playing one of the best and most beloved around the world. And yeah, he's messing up real bad. Just like Jentry Chow. Okay, so let's go old school. Can I just go old school and do a Stephen King rec? Okay. Firestarter. About a
Interesting.
Yes, about a little girl whose parents had played in the movie by Drew Barrymore. I mean, I'm going back.
Yeah, 1984 that came out. Wow.
Did it? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, I'm scandalized. Okay, so I think that reference just gave me arthritis. But what happens is you've got a girl whose parents both had powers. She ends up with the power to, I mean, it's in the title again. As our good friend Cortia Nulian would say, it does what it says on the tin. She's a fire starter. Of course, the government wants her and is giving her grief. And so, yes, and Gentry Chow also, if you've watched the trailer, fire in
Whole
all
lot of
ways.
fire.
All the ways. What's your next pick, Alex?
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I mean, if we're going kind of old school, I mean, the OG Buffy,
Yes, because
you know,
think about Hellmouth.
yeah, high school teenagers dealing with the underworld. Got to fight those. Got some kind of scary powers. Let's be real.
Yes, they do.
uh, befriends lots of these interesting figures that come through her life. I think Buffy definitely up there for me.
There's the Scooby Gang also. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hellmouth and Scooby Gang. Is that the name of our band?
Band name, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Then we won't be confused with all of the Atlantics out there. So many Atlantics. Okay. So next up, I'm struggling. Should I go another older pick or should I go newer and skip over to literature? What do you think?
We can go literature.
Okay, literature. So American culture, black girl steeped in it. I'm gonna go with the Legendborn cycle by Tracy Deonn. Also small town, also dealing with this kind of confrontation between one magic and another. Also demons. Yeah, can't you forget your demons popping up every damn where at your school when you don't want them there. And also dealing with legends, in this case, Arthurian. So I think I hit all
Mm.
the beats. Did I hit the beats? Um,
Yeah, I think so.
2 books out. The first one is blood marked. No, this first one is Legendborn. The second one is blood marked, and the third is coming out soon. So there's that one, and I can give you one more. Indie book by Jordan Ifueko, which mixes magic and Nigerian, actually Pan-African, but a lot of Nigerian cultural things, and then dealing with other cultures and how they culminate into a whole new magic system. All right, your turn.
Book wise, let's see. Maybe Daughter of the Moon Goddess,
Ooh.
retelling of the Chinese moon goddess myth. I think that definitely plays in where you've got themes of, mother and daughter relationships and the weight of expectations. You got a little bit of, mythological creatures in there, magical powers that haven't quite been realized yet. I think that definitely fits. So that's definitely one to check out by Su Lin Tan. That's my pick.
Good one. Okay, so now I'm running low on picks, but I think you guys are getting kind of the sense of what Gentry Chow is all about. But if I had to
Mhm.
give you another pick, I'm gonna go not quite as old as I did with my first old school pick, but dealing with the small town and all kinds of weird happenings within a small town. I'm gonna go with the sci-fi classic, and by sci-fi I mean SYFY. Eureka. Eureka, which was about a
That's a
small
good
hidden
one.
town of super mad scientists and all of the trouble that they get into. And the sheriff, who is a regular guy, not a genius, who comes in and is like, you guys are not thinking. I'm gonna fix everything for you. And and of course they all come together. There's a Scooby gang, there's detective work being done, you know. And can we mention that a lot of this stuff that we've also said has the central concept of Gentry Chow in it, which is the love triangle. Can we?
Oh, so much drama, so much deliciousness. Chef's kiss.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the 2 boys that she has to choose from, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. It's
It's
gonna be
gonna
great.
great, great, but rough. And so we've got a lot of tie-ins there because we mentioned some Nigerian storytelling. Of course, Michael is like Alex, we're really good at this job. We have really mixed it everything that us. I mean, everything we've mentioned has multiple tie-ins to Gentry Chow, and you guys are gonna discover all of those linkages. Link is that a word? It is now. Linkages. I'm wordsmithing. All words are made up, kind of. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah, language is something we created to communicate, and we still don't use it. That's another conversation. But yes, so Alex, final words on Gentry Chow, we far as what to look forward to, I guess, because I was gonna say we can't review it yet because your review is coming, but, feature it.
Feature it.
Highlight.
Yes, great friendships. Highlight. What else can we highlight? Almost kind of comic book adventure action.
Yes,
Lots of cool mythology that you're gonna learn a whole lot about. and, a really, really cool set of friends.
Yeah. Families who disappoint you, families who come through, lots of
Mhm.
good ghost action. And I don't know if I should say this, but Ali Wong is really great in building these POC worlds where
Mhm.
the cat, when you don't even think about it and then you blink and you go, wait, there's only one white character.
Token Y character, it's great.
Oh
Opposites.
my gosh. She's so sneaky with this. She did it and always be my maybe too. Y'all could be
Mhm.
mad about it, but I mean, let us live. Like, we can all, you know? Could we all?
Mhm.
So, that is our preview. Alex, when does your review go live for Gentry Chow?
December 5th. So when you wake up, it will be there, ready and waiting for you to peruse.